Hello students, welcome back. I hope you all are safe and doing good. So in our previous video, we had started our chapter 1, that is soil. So let's continue with the chapter, and the topic that we are going to discuss is why is it important to protect soil. As we have already studied that soil is a very important element of our environment. So it is very important to protect the soil. So let us see how. Dear students, do you know why it is necessary to protect the soil? Yes, because it can be washed away by water. Soil can also be blown away by strong wind. So we should protect our soil, and how can we do that? Yes, my dear children, we can protect the soil by planting more and more trees. We can protect the soil by not cutting down the forests and trees. God has given us a beautiful nature, so we should take care of our nature by not cutting trees and planting more and more trees. Do you know how planting trees can protect soil? Yes, the roots of large trees hold the soil together so that it does not get washed away by water or blown away by wind. So what can we do to protect our soil? Yes, we should not cut down the forest and plant more trees. So students, do you know what soil contains? It's not just sand and mud. It contains many things like pebbles, sand particles, stones and humus. Do you know what is humus? Okay, so let's discuss about that. Soil contains humus. Humus is dark brown organic substance in the top layer of the soil. It is made up of rotten plants or animal matter. Humus provides nutrients for plants. Students, do you know there may be 5,000 different types of bacteria in 1 gram of soil? Now students, I am going to show you an experiment to show that soil contains living and non-living things. Here in this a glass jar, I have taken some soil and I have added some water. Then I have mixed it well and kept it for few hours. After some time, we can observe that the organic matter, that is the dried leaves, the ants, the insects, form the upper layer of the jar. And in the middle, we can see the lighter soil forms the middle layer of the jar. And the heavy particles like pebbles, heavy sand particles, they settle at the bottom of the jar. So by performing this experiment, we can say that soil contains living and non-living things. Now students, let us perform another experiment to show that soil contains air. For that, I have taken a glass jar, some soil and a glass of water. First, we will add this soil into the glass jar. After adding soil, we will add some water into the jar. See, as I am adding water, you can see bubbles rising up. Yes, they are because of the presence of air in the soil. Now students, we have studied with the help of these very interesting experiments that soil contains living and non-living things and soil contains air. Now students, soil also contains water. For this experiment, we can take a vessel and put some soil in it, and we have to heat it, and we have to cover the vessel with a lid. After some time, what we will observe? We will observe that the lid has a few water droplets on it. It is because the soil contained water. So I hope you have understood the chapter well. Please read it again And after watching the video, please don't forget to click on the like and subscribe button. Till then, take care.